Hello there, I'm Olamide Ajibola, and this is a walkthrough of Digital Recipe Box API, which is a comprehensive recipe management system with Google OAuth authentication. Right, and I'm just going to test two of the routes for all the CRUD operations. And first, we'll be testing recipes, right? And we're going to first get all public recipes, execute, and right. Public recipes retrieved successfully. So we have this one by Olamide Ajibola, and then we have another one by Kehinde Omotosho. These two are public recipes. And then we have the ability to create a new recipe with this post request. For the body, I already set up JSON that we can just. This is to make homemade pizza. We're just going to copy this, paste this here, right, and then we're going to execute, and there we have it. So we get the proper response code to everyone, that means it was created, and we get recipe created successfully as our message. And yeah, this is the rest of the response body. And then we can get or user, okay, this is for later. Then we can get a recipe by ID. And I'm just going to copy the ID of this recipe that we just created. And then we're going to pass that in here, execute, and then sure enough we get that recipe, homemade pizza, right? And then we can adjust some stuff in our recipe. So we're going to pass in that recipe ID, and let's say we're going to change the name of our recipe. We're just going to copy what we put in there. And then we're going to change the name to special homemade pizza, right? And we're going to execute, and sure enough status of 200, and yes, recipe updated successfully, and we can be certain that it was updated by testing that get recipe by ID. Execute this one again, and we should see the update special homemade pizza, right? And then if we don't want to have that recipe anymore, we can delete that recipe by ID, insert our recipe ID here, then execute, and then sure, recipe and associated reviews deleted successfully. And to be sure that it was deleted, we can try to get it again, and we should get 444 as recipe not found, right? And then we have another collection for reviews. We're going to test that, and we can get all reviews for a recipe by inserting the recipe ID. So I have another recipe here that we can test, and that will be our jollof rice we are going to get the jollof rice recipe, and then paste this here, execute, and then sure enough we get the reviews for that recipe. That's this one. Absolutely delicious, tastes just like home, right? And you also get other information that comes with the review, because reviews are for recipes, of course. And then we can add a new review to a recipe. And to add a new review, it's actually quite easy. Put the recipe ID, and then here it's going to be just our rating and our comment, right? So type string, this is an example, and so right. Also already have that here. And we're going to say something like Nigeria jollof is the best. Execute and get a 201. Alright, that review was created successfully. And then we can get all reviews. We can get that single review by ID. Let's try that other one. So it was created and we have the ID. Copy this, paste this here, execute, and sure enough we have that review. So for this recipe with this title and this description, and then yeah, Nigeria jollof rice is the best. Jollof is the best. I mean. And then we can update that review. Say we didn't say it right. Let's place the ID here. Is I'm going to just say it was great. I'm not going to drop the rating to like 4. Execute. And yes, it has been updated. Right. And we can confirm that it was deleted by executing this get one more time. And we have that updated. And then finally, if we do not want to have that review up, say we change our mind, just input the ID here, execute, and then retest successfully. Right. And as you can see, this is deployed on render, not locally, and all the controller methods have proper try and catch, right, to make sure that error is handled properly, and each return a status code of 500 if there's an error that is caught, right? And we have that on every controller, from our user controller to recipe to cookbooks, right? And as you can see on GitHub, there's no env files here, so it's in our gitignore. So we have the env locally, which we share that amongst ourselves.